Welcome back, everybody, to Hayes Tech and Rom Reviews. My name is Dave Hayes, and I'm just happy you guys are here. I did promise you that I was going to do a review on some of the watches out there that I purchased lately, and I thought maybe I'd bring out a very, very small selection of my personal watches that I own. Yes, I collect watches. I'm a fanatic for watches. I also collect knives, um, which I'm not going to bring out or even discuss because if I do that, YouTube's going to, it's just the way they've been doing lately. They will not back any video, as far as advertisements go and such, if it has anything that they consider inappropriate. So, we are going to stick with watches. Watches are not inappropriate. I could think of anything less inappropriate than a watch. Yes, I love watches. I've had a thing for watches since I was a kid. It's just something I liked. I was fascinated with. I do not like digital watches as much. I do like the analog watches, but I do like the analog and digital combinations that come from watches like Casio. I used to joke about Casio watches. I mean, if you've ever watched the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where John Candy is trying to barter for a room for the night, and Steve Martin gets his room by trading his really nice watch. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Bulova. John Candy came up and he said, "Do you have any money?" Of course, the hotel guy said that, and John Candy says, "No, but I do have." And he pulls off his watch and he goes, "Casio." And the hotel clerk says, "I'm going to have to say goodnight." So, yes, it is a joke for Casio watches, but we're talking about the older Casio watches. Actually, they still make them. They're digital watches. The ones that have the calculators on them and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. But when I first saw this Casio watch, this is what drew me to the newer versions of Casio. Their outdoor gear or their sport gear watches. Was this one right here. And guys, I don't have the model number on it. I don't know if you guys can make anything out from the back of that. I've had this watch for about 10 years now, and it just recently, the battery just recently died on it. This was my everyday watch. I wore it every day. I wore it to work. I wore it hunting. I wore it fishing. I wore it swimming. It's an outstanding watch, and I highly recommend it. If you guys can still find one of these, get it. It's well worth it. It has very, very, very good high lumen, where if this gets light, like a flashlight, or even, light like what's showing above here, my video lights. When you turn the lights off, this glows really, really good, and it's not tritium, so it never wears out. Anyways, guys, I wanted to show you that old Casio for a reason, because Casios are not cheap. Yes, they are cheap. You can get the cheaper ones. They start out at around $20, and then they go up. But Casio makes a version of a watch that looks kind of like this, and it is called the G-Shock. And in that G-Shock, they have a bunch of different variations on that G-Shock. The Mud Master, the Golf Master, Range Master, and depending on what features you get with it, it could go up in price. They start out at about $89 and go all the way up to, I've seen the Japanese models, which means you can only get them, they made them only for Japan, but Amazon has some. Those are collectors, and they go up to about $900. But the normal G-Shock is going to sell like a Range Master, Mud Master, Master of whatever. Gravity Master, very nice watch. The Gravity Masters sell for about $300 to $400. They start out at about $200 and go on up. Those watches are worth it. They are what Casio considers their high-end watches or their luxury watches. This is not a Casio. I did put out a video the other day, or not the other day, the other week, of this. And this is a Tamley. upside down. These watches here I got from Amazon, and this is the reason I wanted to make this video. I wanted to let you guys know that you can get watches from Amazon for cheap that are good watches. If the second hand on this watch wasn't broke, and see right now the second hand is actually trapped and it's not allowing the minute hand to move forward. That's why this watch is no good. Now, I could probably fix it by tearing the back off and pulling the face out and all that, but once you do that, the waterproofing is done. It's a $20 watch. Amazon did give me credit back for it, and they told me not to even send it back. They saw my video, and they said, yes, they can see the watch isn't working, and that's just how Amazon is. Guys, that's why I tell you, if you're going to purchase something, get it from Amazon. Amazon is very, very good about returns. Probably one of the best places I've ever seen as far as returns go. Now, I wanted to talk about these watches here. This is an SMAEL. Now, I'm not sure. I actually have it pulled up on my tablet here. Let me bring my tablet over. And guys, it's going to be a longer than normal video. Well, no, it's not. All my videos are long. I'm going to try to pan over to the tablet. You know what? No, I'm just going to pop it up in front here. Like that. And maybe I will zoom in on that a little bit if I can. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is my Nexus 10, and I do have the brightness up the whole way, but there you go. Now, the green one that I just showed you guys, my favorite actually, I wear this every day. This watch right here. I actually wear this watch every single day now. This is my daily watch. That way I don't ruin my my really nice watches. I got this watch from Amazon, as you guys can see right here. It is the they call it the SMAEL, men's analog. There's the number. There's what I paid for it, $20. The other one, the red one right here, is another one. It works great. The only thing I don't like about this is I thought it was really cool looking at first, but now that I have it, it's actually not as easy to read as the SMALE. Is it SM? Yeah, AEL. This one is called. This one is an SKMEI. Anyways, they're just cheap knockoffs of the Armatrons that are out, which Armatron is also knocking off from the G-Shock from Casio. But I can tell you guys right now that I've wore this one and the green one now for about a week, trading them off and on, and I've been beating them against my car doors and at work, and you know, although I'm in the office, I don't do much, but I do go on the floor and I do help my people out quite a bit. I'm not one of those supervisors that sit on my ass all day. I like to help my guys out. So those watches have been working really, really good for me. Even the Tamley, even though I told you guys I couldn't recommend it, with Amazon's return policy, I can still recommend it. The watch is still trying to run. By God, it's pushing around. If it wouldn't be for that second hand getting caught, the watch would be working great. So I can still recommend the Tamley. If something happens when you get it that it's not working, Amazon has an outstanding return policy. Send it back. All right. Again, guys, I get all of these from Amazon. I will try to put the links in here for you, and let it go from there. Okay. Let's get back to. I want to zoom back out again. I'm going to get back to one of my favorite watches. Well, I would have to say this is my favorite watch. This is a Bulova. I'm not exactly sure what the model number is on this. I'm sure some of you probably already know. This is an automatic, meaning you do not have to wind it. The more you wear it, the better it is, because every time you move your wrist, it has a little arm in there that swings back and forth. That thing will swing around and wind it. See that? That's a counterweight in there, and that's what actually winds the watch up. As you move your wrist around in regular everyday movement, that keeps the watch wound up. This also has glow. It also has the high lumen glow hands, and I think it's got. No, it doesn't. I was going to say it has marks at like 3, 9. It does. It has glow marks at 12, 3, 6, and 9. So, but I can I can highly recommend this one too. This watch is going to run you about $350. Sometimes you can get them on sale for about $200. But again, this is a well worth it watch. This is a Bulova. If you take care of it, these are watches you can hand down to your kids, whatever. But this was actually a present from my wife, an anniversary present, and it's one of my favorite watches, if not my favorite watch. Those of you that are looking for a quality watch, say you can't afford a Bulova or an Invictus, or Invictus is another nice watch, or you can't afford Rolex or these big name ones that are out there. I can tell you that if you go to Walmart, again Walmart, they have a brand that they call Elgin. This is an Elgin. This watch served me for about 5 years. Then the battery died. I could probably put a battery in this and go, and it would probably work just fine. But I have other watches, and I just quit wearing it. This is a very heavy watch. A nice watch. It's waterproof. I highly recommend this watch as well. It does have the dates, the day, date, stuff like that on it. Again, guys, I can highly recommend this watch. They sell them at Walmart. If you can even find this particular model anymore, they sell these at Walmart, okay? So, yes, Walmart actually has some watches that are pretty decent. You just have to look around. Be careful. I would say if you're going to buy a watch from Walmart, stick with the Casios. Elgins, if you find any Timexes, those are good watches. I doubt you're going to find any Bulovas or Citizens watches at Walmart. If you can get them, no matter what price range they're in, even if they're cheap, they are going to be worth it. I highly recommend them as well. All right, that covers the cheap watches, the mid-range watches, the good Casio watches. Except I wish I had a G-Shock here. I do have a G-Shock. Hang on a second. I'm going to pause this. All right. I forgot all about this one. This is a women's G-Shock. Whoops. Let me put it up the right way. As you guys can see, it says Sport, but this is a Casio, and this is their G-Shock. This is the glow button here. Press that. It glows. This is your basic time, date, stuff like that. I think it's got like 2 different time zones. But again, guys, Casio watches are really nice watches. I can highly recommend them. Again, this is a women's Casio, but still, if you're looking for something to get, say for your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, again, this is nice. Now, I don't know about white. It depends on, it just depends on what they like. Well, come on, focus. But, yeah, these are considered what I would consider your better watches. Casio makes a good watch, okay? All right, I wanted to throw that in there because I forgot I did have a G-Shock. It's not... This watch was made back before they actually branded it G-Shock, and then now they're branding everything that comes in a plastic case, or they call it their polycarbonate case. Everything now is branded as a G-Shock, so I forgot about that one. I wanted to bring this up. This is my Moto 360 Sport. It is a smartwatch. I don't use it hardly at all. And I'll tell you why, guys. It's too small for me. I don't like the size of it. See, as you guys can see, I've got some notifications. Whoops. Come on, focus. There we go. Whoops. It's telling me that I have some notifications. It's telling me I'm connected to Wi-Fi, and I tapped on it. I can change Wi-Fi's if I want. Swipe back, go down. Emails right there. Microsoft Rewards, another email. You know, it's just the way it is, and that is, I don't know what that is. Oh, a comment on Daily Driver, which is basically, you know, again, it's an email. Google Plus, actually. So if I click on that, this is killing me here. All right, if I click on that, basically, you know, there it is, commented on how you can choose daily drivers. For many of the Nougat ROMs are available, you know, but it's really cool. And if I wanted to, I could press on that, or I comment on it if I wanted to. I could comment. Well, that sucked. I hit comment, and since I'm connected to my Verizon or my LG V10, it went right to the phone. Ugh. All right, anyways, I was hoping to get this all made in one single video. Now I'm going to have to splice these two videos together. But anyways, guys, this is the Sport. It's a really cool watch. If you guys are looking... Whoops. My wife, love you, Dave. If you guys are looking for a really nice smartwatch, this will run you about $200, and it'll go down to maybe $150 if you can find them on sale. I do highly recommend this, although if you guys want something that's more, you know, up to date, which actually this just got another update today or yesterday. So, I mean, this is up to date as far as Android Wear goes. It is very up to date. But I'm talking about the watch face and, you know, the size and all that. Bands. I still can't get this to focus right. All right, anyways. There. Okay. Anyways, I can highly recommend this. I would probably go with the Moto 360 regular, or the LG. LG's watch is really cool if you like a round face. You can always go with Samsung's their watch. Huawei makes a nice watch. But if you guys stick with the end of the video, we're gonna make this video interesting. But I just want to see how many people are actually going to stay and watch the whole video. That's it, guys. Those are the watches that I have. Well, I have a lot more, but these are the ones I actually just wanted to bring out and talk about. Don't be afraid to try something that you see. You know, if Amazon is selling it, and it's one of those that you know, it's too good to be real kind of deal. Amazon backs their products, guys. If you don't like it for whatever reason, they'll take it back. Just send it back. Keep the packaging. They'll, you know, send it back. They will give you your money back. No questions asked. They are one of the best sources for buying anything that I can, you know, that I can imagine. And I've already talked about that before. I'll say it again. Guys, it's worth it. Definitely go to Amazon for what you're purchasing. And no, I am not getting any kickbacks from Amazon. I get kickbacks from nobody. I don't make money, guys, on my videos. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I do make a little bit. I think last year, I think if I add it all up, I might have made $200 last year, total. So that's just the way it is. But I want to thank you guys for sticking with me this far. What's going to happen this year? I'm going to try to get some ROM reviews out. And the reason why I haven't done ROM reviews lately is because I've said it in the past, guys. I don't want to just bring you guys reviews of something that is just the same. And what I mean by that, I mean, you guys know what Resurrection Remix looks like. Nothing's changed on it. Nothing. If anything, you've lost features. The further up we go, with Nougat, I think, was the last one where we had a lot of good features. Oreo hit. We're going to be losing a lot. We're going to be losing headers. We're no longer going to have the 3-minute battery mod. A lot of things are going to change. And it's just the way, it's the nature of Google. Google is updating because they want to try to get rid of custom features. They want everything. They want you to run their stock ROM. That's what they want. Yeah, there are going to be developers out there always that are going to try to make their own version of it, which is cool. If we can root it, fine. You have some control over it. But guys, when it comes to custom ROMs, uh, and custom features, most of the features are not going to be visual features. They're going to be built-in features for like audio, visual, stuff like that. For smoother streaming, for better battery optimizations, stuff like that. As far as the visual parts of it go, it's going to be more theming, OMS, maybe, because again, they're trying to sell you their product now, and they're hoping you don't root your device so you can purchase their non-root app. Notice how they're not giving that away. I told you guys before, that's why you like more than one theme engine. Now they have a monopoly on it, and they're going to try to make money, and they are. Especially for those of you that can't root your devices, you're going to have to pay if you want a theme. So, hey, if I were them, I would probably do the same thing. Maybe. No, I wouldn't. I would give it away. That's just how I am. But that's me. I'm not them. But I am going to try to do some reviews. If I find a ROM out there that I think is really cool, I am going to try to get it on. I'll get it out there for you. And again, guys, I told you before, I have a section on my Google Plus community called Requests. If you see a particular ROM that you want, that you'd like to take a look at, request it. I will look into the ROM, and if it's not, if it's not going to take me too long to throw it on and give it a try, I'll put a video out there for you. It doesn't cost me a dime to put a video out, guys. But I'm not going to spend my time looking for videos. Not videos. I'm not going to spend my time looking for ROMs to make videos on that are just everyday ROMs that we're normally used to seeing. And again, in order for me to put a video out for you guys to watch, it has to have your attention. And if you see the same thing over and over and over and over again, you're not going to watch that video. You're going to say, you're going to wait for me to make a comment in the beginning saying, oh, by the way, guys, this ROM's just like this one. You're going to say, oh, good to go. That's it. But, again, if somebody comes out with something really cool, or if you request it, I will do a video on your request. I've done it in the past, and I think that's how I'm going to move forward on that. I am going to start doing reviews on products, though. I have a lot of products that I use. Anything from chargers to, like these things to, a whole bunch of stuff. Accessories, things like that. Also, car gizmos. I have a lot of stuff for my truck. I'll try to do some reviews on things like that. And I'll be reading the Google posts, and and I'll try to take information from what you guys are posting and maybe do stuff from that too. So, if you guys have stuck with me this far in this video, because we're pushing, I don't know, almost 20 minutes now or more, I'm going to give this watch away. This one right here. This is my Moto Sport. I don't use it, guys. It's an outstanding watch. I just don't use it. So I'll do a factory reset. I'm going to give it away to one of you guys that stuck this far in the video to watch. And what I'm going to say is, I want you to post a comment underneath in the video comment section. What's your favorite watch? And that's all you have to do is just post, my favorite watch is this. And then I will take, as long as you posted what your favorite watch is, I'll throw them all in a hat. I will do a drawing. You will get the Moto smartwatch and its charging case and the cord. I don't have the box for it, and I do not have the charging brick. I can't find it anywhere. So I'm going to have to package it up in a box and send it that way, but I will send a charging brick with it. It's not the one that came with it. And you'll have everything ready to go. And I don't even have the instruction manual to it. I don't know where it went. But I will clean it up, get all the dust off it from sitting in my drawer, and it will go to one of you guys. That's just one of my ways of saying, again, thank you for keeping with me as long as you have. I do want to try to do more giveaways, but it is what it is. Maybe one of these days I'll give this phone away. I was thinking about giving this phone away here. This is the Moto E4. This is the latest one out, but this is through Verizon. Now you can unlock these and run them on whatever network you want, but we'll see. We'll see. This is a nice phone. So I want to thank all of you guys. You are awesome. Again, you're the only reason I do these videos. Keep the comments coming. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.